Let's turn to Saudi Arabia. It has decided to restrict the volume of loudspeakers at mosques. This decision has been met with both applause and resentment. A high decibel debate has begun. Questions are being asked on why Saudi Arabia, of all countries, has taken such a step. Let's try to understand. First, the facts of the case. The Islamic Affairs Ministry of Saudi Arabia passed an order last week on the use of loudspeakers at mosques. This order states two main things. Number one, that loudspeakers at mosques should be set at no more than 1/3 of their maximum volume. And number two, the use of loudspeakers should be restricted for the call to prayer, rather than broadcasting full sermons. What led to this decision? Growing complaints from Saudi citizens and expats. There are at least 94,000 mosques in Saudi Arabia, 94,000. And most of them are at a walking distance from residential buildings. The Islamic Affairs Ministry says it received numerous complaints that the loud volume at these mosques was causing disturbance to children as well as the elderly. Defending the decision, the Islamic Affairs Minister Abdul Latif Al-Sheikh said, and I'm quoting, "Those who want to pray do not need to wait for the Imam's call to prayer. They should be at the mosque beforehand." He further said that several television channels also broadcast prayers and Quran recitals, suggesting that the loudspeakers serve a limited purpose. Now, this indeed is a major policy overhaul, especially for a country that is home to two of the holiest sites in Islam. A country that is seen as the de facto leader of the Islamic world, a country where thousands of Muslims go for pilgrimage every year. Riyadh views this as just another step in Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's liberalization drive, one that will lead to a de-emphasis on religion and open a new era for Saudi society. But critics say this decision could trigger a global backlash against Islamic practices, not just on the use of loudspeakers, but Islamic practices in general. There's widespread resentment on social media, with many asking if loudspeakers at restaurants and cafes do not cause disturbance. Saudi Arabia says this criticism is being spread by the quote-unquote enemies of the kingdom who just want to stir public opinion. And Riyadh, by the way, is not the first one to take such a step. Saudi Arabia is not the first country to witness this. Time and again, this controversy has broken out in different parts of the world. There's one set of people who say that loudspeakers at mosques should be banned completely. There's another that says they must be banned for all religious purposes, religious or not. And yet another who support the use of loudspeakers at places of worship. And we've all seen how this debate plays out. But what is the official stance of countries around the world? We have some examples for you tonight. In 2005, Dubai's Department of Islamic Affairs banned loudspeakers for daily prayers. They permitted its use only for a call to prayer, Friday sermons and festivals. Same story in Indonesia. In 2015, the country's Religious Affairs Ministry issued a circular which put a limit on the volume of loudspeakers and restricted their use only for the azan. Indonesia has the highest number of Muslims in the world. In Nigeria, there was a full-fledged crackdown on noisy churches and mosques in 2019, and this happened primarily in Lagos, where many religious places were shut and many others were forbidden from installing loudspeakers. Then we have Pakistan, where in 2015 the Punjab government passed an ordinance to regulate the use of loudspeakers. Under this ordinance, only one loudspeaker was permitted at a mosque, and that too only for the azan. And in India, we've seen numerous complaints being filed against loudspeakers at mosques. In recent years, we've seen a lot of this controversy also play out. But what does the law say? Well, there's no official consensus, really. In 2017, the Madras High Court observed that freedom of religion was a fundamental right and it cannot be interfered with. But the court also stressed that mosques must follow Supreme Court guidelines on the volume of loudspeakers. Then in May 2020, the Allahabad High Court held that the azan could be recited from the minarets of mosques without using any amplifying device. And just 2 months back, in March 2021, the Karnataka State Board of Waqf restricted mosques from using loudspeakers between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. The bottom line is this: be it mosques, temples or churches, loudspeakers at any place of worship are not pleasing to the ears. And if one practice is regularly being called out as nuisance, if it is regularly being touted as something that infringes on somebody's personal space, it may be time for some reflection rather than resentment. Think about it. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.